In the rare event that you see an error 3 and error 4 on your spa keypad at startup or refill, here's a quick and easy fix to these errors which I'll guide you through in this video. How to fix an error 3. Error 3 displays on your spa controller if the water prime failed or if the spa detects air in the heater tube. The possible causes of this problem are low water level, dirty filter cartridges, or an airlock in the pipework. Before we go through the solution guide, understanding the key terms of this alert message is important. What is water prime? Water priming is the cycle of water flowing through the circulation pump into the plumbing and back into the spa before the automatic heat cycle begins to ensure there is enough water in the heater tube so that the heater element will not be damaged by overheating. What's an airlock? An airlock is a bubble of air trapped in the pump or plumbing. This air bubble prevents the circulation pump from pumping water and causes the spa controller to trip off on either error 3 or error 4 because it does not see adequate water in the heater tube. Error 3 solution: retry water prime. Press pump A button to retry water prime. Water priming may take a few minutes. If the water prime is successful, you'll see water coming out of the water features, such as the waterfall or laminar jets. Check water level. The spa has a waterfall line on the filter's face. If the water level is low, add water until it reaches the fill line. Pro tip: a common mistake that spa owners make when it comes to filling their spa is throwing the hose straight into the footwell. This may lead to an airlock in the circulation pump. You may use a regular garden hose to fill your spa, however, the correct procedure must be followed. Remove all filter cartridges. Your spa's control pad will either have buttons or a smart touch screen. Once all filter cartridges have been removed, press pump A to retry the water prime. Bleed airlock from pipework. Slightly loosen the barrel union on top of the filtration pump until the air hisses and water comes out, then tighten the barrel unions back up. Barrel unions should only be hand tight. Remove the PZ filter and flush water down pipework. Locate the filter with the PZ logo at the back of the filter face. To remove the filter, turn the filter anti-clockwise, then insert the hose around 150 to 200 millimeters into the water inlet. Check the isolation valves. The isolation valve may also be located next to the barrel unions in certain models. The isolation valve has to be pulled up at all times unless you need to isolate components such as the UV lamp or pumps. How to fix error 4. Error 4 displays on your spa controller if the heater thermal trip is activated. The possible causes of this error include low water level, dirty filter cartridges, an airlock and pipework, closed shut-off valves, and a filtration pump failure. Before we go through the solution guide, understanding the key terms of this alert message is important. What's a thermal trip? The thermal trip happens when the heater is active and has insufficient water flow over the elements. Low or no water flow has caused the heater's temperature to exceed its maximum limits, and the spa control has shut down operation to prevent any damage to the heater element. What's an isolation valve? Isolation valves, also called slice and gate valves, are used to partly or completely shut off the water flow in the spa plumbing so that certain spa components can be accessed without requiring the spa to be emptied. For example, they can be used to remove or replace a pump without the need to drain the spa. Turn the main power off. Disconnecting the spa from the main power for 10 to 15 minutes allows the element to cool. This solution enables the thermal cutout device to reset. Apply power to the spa and check if the error is resolved. Remove and clean the filters. Dirty filters prevent the water from flowing as it should. To clean the filters, remove them from the filter housing by turning the filters anti-clockwise. Ensure all isolation valves are open. Check under the spa cabinet to make sure isolation valves are in the open position. You can determine if the valve is open if the handle is pulled up. Pro tip: use the valve lock to ensure the valve won't close. Bleed airlock from pipework. Slightly loosen the barrel union in front of the filtration pump until the air hisses and water comes out, then tighten the union barrel back up. Contact Spa World customer support. If you have tried all of the above and it has not resolved the error 4 message, then please contact Spa World customer support.